So let's just do that. Good evening, good afternoon, good day, good way, all that other good shit. Still 119, but let's go ahead and check and see what the cards for 120 are going to potentially reveal as a perspective. I put up my Hills numerology, so it's on my page. Basically, 120, 2024, the only judge for what you manifest is you. This is your existence. Everybody else is just playing a part. You're the star. Even if you don't feel like you starring, that should be the first clue where you might want to start reassessing who and how and what and where and when and why you giving your energy. If you don't feel like you're at the head of your life and everything is working out for you, make some reassessments. It's not going to always be easy with, oh, I see that and I can make a change. It could go as far as, oh, I see that, now let me quit investing in stuff that is keeping me from it. Change your mindset. Change your mindset, you change your manifestations. Change your mindset, you get out of the manifestations. Out of the manipulations. Not much. How you doing? So, 120, 2024. The Magician, the Judgment card, in 2024 becomes an 8, the Struggle. The Strength card. The Magician, who is worried about being judged, is going to always struggle. It's the age-old, from a practitioner standpoint, what they used to always say was a witch that cannot kill, cannot heal. If you understand what I'm saying? If you can't stand in your power and use it for your own benefit, you're weak. If we as a collective cannot stand in our power and use it for our benefit, we're weak. 120, 2024. Magically revealed in your manifestations. Your manifestations are going to reveal whether they're working for you or whether they're still hidden. You ain't seen them yet. And again, it goes back to what I was saying at the beginning. That depends on your alignment. If you're in an alignment meant to keep you away from your manifestations, then your manifestations could actually be popping off. You're just not there to see them. But I hope you got one of them, what they call it, like the where you get the mail, you get a piece of mail a letter in the mail 30 years later and say, oh, well, somebody left you some money. I apologize. I talk to so many people I can't keep up with, and I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful, but I don't even remember what you asked me yesterday. Sorry, but I hope it correlated and made sense. So 1/20/24, magically revealed in the manifestations. You're going to see it even when you have zero clue what you're looking at, aka levels of awareness and levels of understanding. It's kind of like what I posted earlier about a lot of people only hear what makes them feel good about what they think they know. Everything else that does not hit that level of resonance, whether it is above them or below them, they can't process it. Again, yes and no. And I don't know how I answered that yesterday, but I'll answer it because it's right in front of me now. The Godhead is never an object of its own knowledge because knowledge is a result of experience. So the Godhead becomes what it knows. But becoming what you know is not what you are. Becoming what you know is the result of action. So the Godhead becomes the subject of its own knowledge. Through, again, I might have used this word yesterday, explanation of energy. When you apply your energy through identity, value, and intention and all other stuff, you invest in that experience. So even the Godhead, from my standpoint of source, what's above the Godhead, before there was a need for a head or a tail, source itself, seeing itself in separation, means it lost its own identity. It now became everything that it became a part of everything that it created. So, my perspective. So, magically revealed in the manifestations, even when you don't know what you're looking at, kind of the same thing. You can end up creating something, and if you created something to keep you safe from something else that already presented a danger, you're not really worried about you're worried about the value of what you invested in. Because obviously something else was of a certain level of value that it presented harm. So I just know I need to present a counter. I need to create a counter. So you kind of get lost in the sauce. I just want to create something. You're not going to really find yourself here. You're not really going to find yourself here. If you was paying attention to what I was doing with the dominoes yesterday, I was showing you that basically that line in the domino, that's the separation from self. I can find out how I separated myself, but in getting to that barrier of where I separated myself, it still don't set me free. It's my own personal experience. I call it the firewall experience. I got tapped into some shit years ago to where, okay, I can see through a lot of shit, but it still don't. Hi, I can call this the illusion of separation all day long, but motherfucker, I'm still here. I'm still here, so I'm a part of the separation too. I'm a part of the ideology of source and separation. It's just that I have awareness to need to stop separating. So then I don't promote further separation, I promote wholeness. Even if you can't achieve wholeness here, you can't have wholeness. Do it this way. You can't have illusion and reality in the same space. They negate each other. But you can have awareness that this shit ain't real. And even though I'm invested into this same experience, it doesn't have the same value. Because I know it's only the result of where I separated myself. If that makes sense. You can ask the question, doesn't mean that I'm going to answer it. Not trying to be funny, but you can ask the question. But a lot of people come on here and ask me stupid shit like, will the love of my life come back? Yeah. If he left, he's not the love of your life. But go for it. So, 1/20/24, magically revealed in manifestations. Even when you don't know what you're looking at. Fuck around and find out. 36. This is the King of Spirits. This is, from my experience, while I was having that firewall experience, his words to me was, you better figure out who you are, or everything in this realm will tell you what it needs you to be. This can go into that when I've seen a lot of people fall down that trap this whole week. The universe know what I need. The universe is working in your favor. No, the universe is you unraveling yourself apart. Ding. The universe is you in the experience of self with experience. So is the universe for you, or is the universe in favor of you further going into separation? But you can Jedi mind trick yourself all day long and say, well, the universe is trying to hold me together. No, the universe wants you to give it more options to experience itself. So, of course, it's for you when you ain't for yourself. Because now you're in alignment for further separation. Not into alignment for your wholeness. Remember I said a few minutes ago about how sometimes you could say something and it sounds like pea soup to a lot of people because they're not there on that level of processing. Man, you talking about wholeness. I'm trying to figure out how to get to the bag. The bag is part of your separation. So everything I say has something to do with wholeness, right over your head. But you'll fuck around and find out. This is my FAFO card. The diversity. Holy shit, Wu-Tang. You keep on investing your funds into all this shit. One day your stocks will pay off. What is my next step in walking into my spiritual self? And is confronting the person who scared my, and then it cuts off. Get rid of validation, vindication, expectations, vengeance, all that other shit. Stop feeding your shadows and start processing your light, and then start figuring out where your light come from and see yourself as source. The shadows is your light that has already been expended into experience. Your light comes from a source that's already in separation. So you can work on the lower end shit, your shadow work, and feel better about being here. Or you can start honoring the fact that, holy shit, I was the source of the light that created the shadows. So let me sit my butt down and be still and stop creating light and shadows. Light and shadow is both points of usury. Source is where it all comes from. 1974, baby. So what is wholeness? Wholeness is the concept of it all starts with me. I'm not broken. There's nothing pulling me apart. The only thing pulling me apart is what I keep choosing to give my energy to. So if you go outside and there's a pack of dogs and they start pulling you apart, rah, 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 did they do it or did you allow it? If you know that they're outside waiting to pull you apart and you go out there, did they do it to you or did you do it to yourself? See, you just hired them, HIRED, because you didn't use your higher, HIGHER, awareness. And that's all this is here. They have us at such a level of function of scarcity and fear mind that we pay attention to everything that's pulled us apart and expect that to be the process to hold us together. When the whole thing was, I'm going to pull you apart. So, I'm going to pull you apart. You're going to diversify yourself and try and find you in all these experiences, and then it'll become who you are. You have to find a reason why, WHY, my energy should be invested at all. And again, perspective. Your question was, so we just had to find the best way to invest our energy. Something I use as an example almost every day. People are going to trick themselves all year long and say, well, we got to choose between Democrat and Republican, when both of them are a waste of our fucking time. But then your fear mind go kick in and say, ooh, we got to vote. So you're going to try and figure out how to invest your energy instead of saying, holy shit, maybe I should have kept that shit for myself and find another way. But fear mind already makes you choose from what's already on the table. That's programming. So when you're dealing with wholeness, you're getting rid of the programming that I have to do anything. I have to figure out why I'm doing at all. That's wholeness. Separation is I just want to move into whatever's going to keep me safe. That's a dangerous mindset. That's, again, Control Alt Delete. That is, holy shit, you one step away from the blue screen of death if you know anything about computers, because you've already got corrupted drivers. You're only 60% usable at best, and that's a far stretch. So getting back into this reading, 2027, the vision test. Hi. Conspiracy theorists to try to tell you motherfuckers all 2018 and 2019 year long. You can go back and check all my pages. Y'all better watch out for 2020. They gonna fuck us up. Hi, 2018, Manifestation Portal, 2019, you gotta choose yourself. Or if you don't choose to manifest something different, they're gonna manipulate us and do the same. And holy shit, 2020, we kissed the baby. So, in this coding right here for tomorrow, 2027, the vision test, that was what 2020 was. It was a year of judgment. That made who we are now. We talk about this shit all the time. You can't even get up past 10 o'clock and go to a lot of stores because everybody's still in the fear mind of closure. The prices went crazy because everybody's in the fear mind of state of lack and greed. So 2020, the vision test, made the current level of self-awareness because, again, it was fear responsive at best. What's this all about? Use of my energy. If who is already used to using your energy can tell you how to use your energy, holy shit, Batman, you'll never find God. Because it's all based out of selfishness. Why must we keep voting for them? Because they're our leaders. Why don't you lead yourself? Because we can't. You ain't ready to be God. So you keep hiring devils. 3, your thoughts. Exactly, upside down. God's within, but you so busy trying to find a safe spot for God out here, the God in here is already lost. Twice. You want him to manifest out here, but you ain't done shit to nurture that motherfucker in here. Oops. So God's sitting here like, what's up, player? You don't know me? I gotta vote. 2020, the vision test. Your fear? We must stay at home. And didn't you show me this shit yesterday? Well, these motherfuckers are already petitioning for more quarantine this year before the sickness. I think, if I'm not mistaken, today was some kind of council for disease X. And all that's fear-mongering and lower-level division, because if you quit hiring all these alphabet gangs to keep making new ways to kill us, and if you quit hiring known motherfucking philanthropist killers to be your counsel, then you won't have to worry about the games they play. But if you keep hiring them and keep leaving them into positions of power, holy shit, you're back on that chessboard I keep telling y'all about. You got to follow every move they make. So today they played chess with us. And all year long, 2020, like I tried to tell you last year, 2024 is 2022 again. Remember 2022? Everybody kept saying 2022 was 2020, take 2. We ain't done nothing different except for cry about a new earth because the human resonance has shown a new pattern that we've never seen before. You want to know why? Why? Because she's pregnant. Mother is pregnant and she's trying to find a new baby daddy to get the fuck rid of us. Because we are some baby kids. We have not nurtured her. We have not taken care of her. And the only thing we damn did and do is feed our own ego and lie to ourselves about loving her, but still loving everything else that's got her in destruction. 2020 showed you that shit. Just give me 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks without these badass kids and let me show you how beautiful this planet can be. So I get it. The mental programming of separation that people are falling prey to without knowing what they're doing. They're telling them, yeah, we need to be quarantined. That's the only way we're going to heal this planet is by getting rid of ourselves. But that part of self-preservation that's in the human coding, no, I don't want to, be eradicated from this planet. But that part of me that's connected to this planet, know that I'm the fucking problem. So yes, quarantine me. But instead of quarantine me so that I can help the planet, it's quarantine me so I can help my fear. Scary motherfuckers. You won't go outside. Hi, 71 baby. Probably got more dirt in my system than most of y'all got in your damn backyard. Played in the dirt, ate the dirt, ate mud pies, all that good shit. Immune system pretty fucking good. You little young motherfuckers don't know what immune system is unless it comes up on your tablet. Can't play outdoors. Why? Because it ain't healthy no more. Because we've allowed them to spray the skies and put motherfucking Roundup all over the ground. So now you got glyphosate, cancerous shit everywhere. Or your level of motherfucking morality is so gone you can't go outside because you scared another motherfucker gonna shoot you. Because you motherfuckers are crazy. 2020, the vision test said you motherfuckers was crazy. Stop doing it. But what do? Got better at it. Remember in 2020, not to get too far off balance, but remember in 2020 when everybody was so bored that TikTok and Instagram and Facebook storyline became fucking Pornhub? Remember that? It was nothing to see somebody's ass and titties on Facebook because motherfuckers was bored and they was catching cabin fever. Now, all you do is log on to Facebook and especially Instagram and Twitter, and you're going to see more ass and titty on there than you will on Pornhub or in a damn, in a Penthouse or Blacktail, if they still make that shit. Shout out Blacktail. Probably not. But you understand what I'm saying? The level of morality that fed the level of fear became a norm. Henceforth this line. The vision test made the current level of self-awareness. Your fear of doing something different only means you got better at doing the same. So, here's 2027. You embrace that shit. You embrace that shit. I just want to find my tribe. But sir, ma'am, are you scared? Yeah, and I just want to find a bunch of scary motherfuckers too. Because we can quarantine together. But sir, ma'am, your family member that you ain't seen in 35 years is right around the corner and they're sick and they probably might be checking out real soon. I can't go visit them because they sick. So now you're denying your family, but you loving your fear. When, like I was getting at, when I aged myself, we learned to get out in nature and eat the natural energy from the ecosystem. Learn that word, children. The ecosystem where trees naturally fight off viruses and fungus and bacteria, and then the interchange of carbon dioxide. Oh, y'all probably don't even know that shit anymore. Y'all probably don't even know the carbon dioxide to oxygen cycle. The tree passes on immunity to us, and we pass on a certain level of immunity to the tree, and then that shit transpires into the whole ecosystem, and holy shit, motherfuckers learn how to heal. Not go hide in a house where you already sick into a manufactured air conditioning system that they doing over circulating that shit right around, and we stay sick because we scared to go outside and get better. But you embrace that shit. That thoughts moved you into quarantine and you only got sicker. 2027, we only got sicker. 2225. We only got sicker. Why? Because we got trapped into the reflection of everything that moved us. Everything that moves you is moving you so that you can learn to keep still. How do you find your spiritual levels of wholeness? Figuring out when it's time for me to keep still. You know what? That motherfucker said something and I ain't appreciate that. Holy shit. It's time for me to keep still. Because there's some truths in that whatever moves you, rules you. But my more personal truth is everything is a reflection of me in my sickness or in my healing. If somebody presents sick energy to me, it is an opportunity for me to reflect on the sickness in myself. And if there is no sickness there, then motherfucker, I'm healed. Why would I give my healing to your sickness? No, they tested me and they challenged me and I got to let them know. Ego. So you get trapped in the reflections of what's moving you because you lost yourself and all you saw was what's designed to pull you apart. You understand that? Your reflections are fragmented light. This is a prismatic existence. See, we have the rainbow effect here, but holy shit, where'd the rainbow come from? Fragmented light. Where'd the light come from? A source. So let's start with the source. Then you ain't got to worry about the light that becomes the rainbow, and you ain't got to worry about the rainbow that becomes shadows. But y'all working on the low shit. So is intent behind darkness? Intent can go everywhere. The intentions of source, from my experience, was to discover a better identification since it did not have knowledge. Just had awareness of itself, but it didn't know what it could become. So the intentions was to figure out what I could become. But that's a cosmic no-no. It's the equivalent of hitting yourself over the head so hard that you forget who the fuck you are. So in figuring out what it could become, it ended up dispersing itself into becoming everything. So the intention could fall at source, the intention could fall at light, the intention can fall at the fragmentation, the rainbow effect, or the intention could fall at the darkness. It's just your level of awareness or your level of intentions. So you got to have intentions before you can apply them. So you can place your intentions at one. There's plenty of things in this realm at current that place their attention and intention into dark shit because it's the most malleable energy. It's full dispersal. But yet it still has the imprint of source. That's why so much dark shit takes place in this fucking realm. Because it's already usable and experienced light that has already been battered. You want to go fight the motherfucker that already fought 400 rounds, or do you want to fight Mike Tyson when he's still fresh? I choose that motherfucker who already had 400 rounds because he's tired. Your light, in the sense of a shadow, is already tired. It's almost lost all of its force, but holy shit, it still has usability. Your dark shit. So, your dark shit. You trapped in reflection of your movements, but can you keep still? You probably should. You probably should keep still. You probably should keep still because then you can find, holy shit, didn't I tell you? When you keep still, you can work on your wholeness and you can start to see all the illusions. Hi, contrarian. My whole platform is you need to start seeing what's illusion and what you keep accepting as real. Notice I didn't say reality. There is no reality in an illusion, and this is the realm of fucking illusion. This is a matrix. This is a thought in containment of itself. So if it's just an illusion, the only reality here is the one you accept. But that still don't make it real. I'm just saying. 443. Manifesting my thoughts. Holy shit, what's the only thing here? My thoughts. So how am I going to find me? I'm going to manifest the better thoughts that's going to show me who I am. But how they going to show you who they are if they didn't know where they came from? Because they already were the first step from fucking identity. Their whole purpose was give me experience so I can determine who I am. Hi, I'm Source. Holy shit. There's nothing else here but me. Holy shit. Who are you? I don't know. I'll get back to you with that answer. Source and separation. Let me go further disperse myself and learn experience. It's a fucking program. If line 1 equals line 2, create line 3. So line 2, the illusion, the separation itself, says go be line 3 and come back and report your findings. Hello, universe. The universe is working for me. You right. The universe finna work your ass like a fucking hoe. $2 hoe. You on the hoe stroll. So you're going to manifest your thoughts because the whole programming of the thoughts is get answers. Find out what I can become. How you going to do that? Invest your energy. So 443 says, manifesting my thoughts, your intentions, your identifications, your values, your beliefs, your desires, your doubts, and here come the most strongest one, fears. Your fears will override all of them. Hi. Don't get too caught up in this. This is just an example. What's your name? Kunta. Damn, that shit hurt. Kunta. Damn, Toby. Fear. Your identification can be reworked soon as you meet fear. Holy shit, you can be subjected to such a sociopathic level of fear that you end up with total amnesia among a whole fucking people. If you don't believe me, look up the nocebo effect. Outside of this shit here that is evident today because we don't know who the fuck we are, there's plenty of research done with tribes that they've relocated during their colonization periods, and then they separated the tribes from their tribal land, and then separated the tribes from their tribal leaders, and then next thing you know, all of them start to die. All across the United States, all of them starting to die. Why? Because they've lost their connection to who the fuck they are. So once you take something from who it is, holy shit, remember I told you, them shadows. Once you take somebody from where they are and you've already defeated them, you can continue to defeat them to the point to where a loss is a win. Vote. So you can manifest your thoughts if you're not strong enough to realize them thoughts might not be your own. But I just want stability. I just want stability. I just want things to stop being so bad that I'll go ahead and invest in whatever I think will make them better. Vote. Don't revolt. Vote. Don't try and get free. Just try and be a better slave. I just want stability. Stability to what? To stop my ability to have to do this on my own. So I'm going to stay here and invest in the system. Then ain't never done it for me. 12.8. Ritualized struggles. Ain't never done it for me. Ritualized struggles. Every 2 years, every 4 years, millions, if not billions of dollars get dumped into convincing you of the grand motherfucking lie that you matter. But your need to be right so that you feel better about being wrong means that you don't give a fuck. You just want to be a part of the goddamn process. 12.8. Ritualized struggles. But conditioning and programming makes you complacent, compliant, as well as complicit to it all. Everything I just said. You don't care whether you're doing something wrong. You just want to end up on the right side. That has never presented itself. Connected by fear. Connected by fear. You high priestess yourself to your fucking master. You high priestess yourself to what becomes your ruler. That's one of them. I have my own alphabet. In my alphabet, F is force, E is existence, A is awareness, R is reclamation. It's a force existence into the awareness that it needs to reclaim itself. Sorry, that's all fear is. When you face fear, it is a chance for you to say, you know what? I cannot let this rule me. I have to reclaim myself. I have to reclaim my energy because this fear will pull me apart if I keep feeding it. That's a real-time function. Now, the deeper process to that is when you face a fear, don't mean you're going to need to hang off a mountain to conquer it. I don't need to conquer a fear. I just need to be aware that that's a fear. And if I keep feeding it, it's going to eat me. If I have awareness of myself and where that fear lies in my energetic processes, I got a choice on how I handle it. Does that mean you need to conquer it? No, you just need to be aware of it. I'm scared Mike Tyson gonna whoop my ass one of these days. Do that mean I need to go challenge him? Mike, I can't get out this room until we get this settled. That would be stupid. But that's how some of y'all operate. Get out here and conquer your fears. Go climb a mountain with no gear. That's sociopathy. But it's called exhilaration in this realm. And if that's what you do, good luck, motherfucker. I got better things to do. Things that bring me joy and passion, not shit that's gonna counter my pain. But it's a ritualized struggle. The mind here is taught to face your struggles, so much to the point to where you start to become the struggle yourself. 11. You justify what keeps us all separated. In this realm, we justify what keeps us all separated because it is easier to fight for what's already shown itself strong enough to separate you than to invest in possibly learning to hold yourself together so that we all quit getting pulled apart. So you justify what keeps us all separated, and then you try to master it. That 33 bullshit. What pulled you apart? Your thoughts. So if I can double up them thoughts, 33, then I can master it. So you learn everything within that thought that has already pulled you to separation. And if I learn everything within that thought that has pulled me separation, here's where people lose it. If I learn everything within the thought that has separated me, then that means I'm separating myself. You take the thought's place. See, the thought was already an offshoot of the thinker, source itself. But when you start to try and master the thought, you become the thought itself. You still in separation. You've only mastered what source became. You ain't got back into awareness of what source was. You still up under that motherfucking spell. You still have mistaken identity. Mistaken identity. Mistaken identity. You missed your chance to go back into source, and you took the identity of what got you in separation. Now you're a master. Now you know everything about astrology. Now you know everything about numerology. Now you know everything about this. Now you know everything about that. But you're still here. Extra card. 11. Here's the first one, because there's two of me. There's two magicians. Endless until you sit still. Endless until you sit still, and then less shit pulls you apart. That I can verify. It's endless, and it's tiring to watch everybody martyr themselves. But when you start to own your own energy and start to process better whys, why am I paying attention to this, or why I pay attention to that, then you got less time for everybody else's foolishness. Henceforth, not my circus, not my monkeys. Everybody else out here being moved. There's so much atrocity in the world. Yeah, but what we doing? Picking and choosing which atrocity we gonna pay attention to, and who told you? And are they really doing anything to fix it, or do they just want you to be tore apart? But you gotta have compassion. Oh, I do. I got compassion for me. Not to stay in the fucking circus. And to be aware of where I am the source of fucking danger. It's one of them. You can sit still, but if you still hung up on what you think you know, you're only going to sit still and be moved by what you think you know. When you sit still and let go of everything you think you know, then shit that you thought you know will have to verify itself. And when it starts to not be able to verify itself, you're going to have to eat that motherfucking sandwich. You have to take that L. That's where a lot of people get lost. They can't take that L because they still need it to be a W. So 11, you keep justifying what's got us all separated, which means you sponsored your own separation and you imprinted that shit into everything else. So here's you sponsoring your own separation. You got worried about what was pulling you apart. Your mortality and worry is what pulled you apart. But remember, 31 is really the other side of 13. 31, the influence over what I believe in, pulled me apart. Plain and simple. If the influence over what I believed in pulled me apart and what I believed in wasn't me, dispersal. When I believe in myself, stillness is already granted. When I believe in myself and I make a choice to invest in something else, stillness was taken away. Responsibility and accountability becomes the key. See, you can leave stillness, but you better not leave without accountability and responsibility. So the first thing is you scared to death that you keep on creating it. How do you keep creating it? Because I keep on worrying about what's going to pull me apart. You got the cosmic bubble guts. Did you study for your test? Yeah, you should be good then. I don't know, man. That test worrying me. That shit pulling you apart. Have faith in yourself. Did you do your work? Yes. Then sit your ass down and relax. I can't because I'm a worry wart. You creating your own death. You creating your own death. Everything outside of source is death. Source was wholeness. Once source plugs into everything, everything now has source's energy. It is the same thing as taking a fucking 9-volt battery and putting it in a toy. Eventually that battery is going to die. Why? Because it's given up usability of its energy. Here's the usability of the energy. Holy sheep shit, Batman. Them fucking 33s I just got through telling you about. Source gave its energy into what it was thinking, and that thinking became fucking viral. You became a genie. You got bound. Doink. You granted the wish of that thought. What did that thought say? Let me show you who you are. But the fine print that source didn't read was, you gonna forget what you was. Oops. You gonna forget what you was while you sleeping. Going through this experience called self. The great sleep. So, last line to the great sleep. You're connected to what's causing the separation, even though the separation was just a fucking thought. Again, I tell you this all the time. That's why 3 is pervasive in this realm. That's why 3 is the divine empress. Holy shit, what's the divine empress? The divine mother. You can lie to yourself and say that the divine father desired to have a mother. Well, how did the divine father get here? Oh, he was self-sustaining. Shh. Try that shit in this accepted reality. That divine father got birthed from something else. Unless the divine father was the divine mother. Or both. Androgyny. Hermaphroditic. It don't fucking matter. There was a feminine component that became the thought, and she ruled over everything in separation. So that 33 becomes the separation itself. But what's 33? The illusion, 11, that you 22'd chose to build. 22 is the master builder. 11 presents itself as the illusion. You give up your delicious energy. It's a 22. Remember, when you're shooting, there's 3 more. Intentions non-gender. If you are, humor me, if you have a girlfriend, a wife or something, and she intended to give you something tonight, was that masculine? Or was that just her fucking intentions? That's an energetic connotation of you wanting it to be gender specific. People get killed every day intentionally. Does it mean it's masculine? Does it mean it's feminine? No, it was just an exertion of will. Everything else is... How was intention born? How was anything born? Source was already everything. Source had no value for identity of gender and duality and my mommy and my daddy and all that other stuff. It was already everything. It was the perfect circle, but imperfect within itself because it didn't have proper identity of value of what it was, because it didn't have anything else to balance that off with. Who said it was a bang though? That's just a energetic aspect of the explosion from the initial point of separation caused such a cosmic force. Human level shit. It could have been a quiet fissure. Holy shit, I'm everything. Psst. Holy shit, now I'm everywhere. You get it? The Big Bang could have been a big fizz or a big fuck up. Because I done separated myself. Holy sheep shit. Now I got to figure out how to pull me together. But I don't know what to do. So in identifying with itself in separation, same shit I keep saying every day. When identifying with itself in separation, the only thing it had to go to was its thoughts. The thoughts are a crafty motherfucker. Damn. I was everything. Now I don't know what the fuck I am. Let me trick this motherfucker into telling me, let me run this show. So that could have been a masculine. That sounds more no. let me not do that. That sounds non-gender specific too. Cause I know some shady ass women, just like I know some shady ass dudes that are sneaky and crafty. So again, you can apply your gender energy into that if you want to, but it's the intention itself. If you don't know who you are, let me bind you into this experience to give you identity. The field of 33. Experience itself. What does the universe want? Experience. So how is it in favor of you when you ain't even in favor of yourself? That's double-ended. 2, connected to what's causing the separation without reworking the reasoning why. WHY. Before you can go to YOU, you better have WHY. I need to know why you do anything you do. It makes for some aimless fools when you ain't got reasoning though. You can't stop a fool from doing foolish shit, because if the fool don't know that they're doing foolish shit, it becomes their divine right of experience. And you can bind yourself to an experience, my dear genie, but can you set yourself free? If you know anything about a Dajian, the answer is no. You have to wait for the experience to get of such a level that it can grant you the wish that you can't grant for yourself. That gets to what I was saying about the firewall. You can see the firewall and know that, holy shit, this is just a fucking corrupted ass experience, but it doesn't set you free. You can just choose to sit still and watch everybody else's fucked up ass connections. Free will. Hello, SU. You can watch everybody else be their own SU, because that's the issue. Your divine right of choice, if you know anything about SU, Elegua, the keeper of the crossroads, you can go this way, that way, or any other way, and it's your free will to fuck yourself. But you still gonna be the fool. You still gonna be the fool. Creating the fractal and then taking part in the fractal because you won't hold yourself together. Perspective. So tomorrow, 1/20/2024, the only judge for what you keep manifesting should be you. If you manifesting more shit that has got you on a journey and you can't find a way to keep still, that's on you. If you manifesting a way for you to keep still and make things better for you, that's on you. However, if you're using energy from others to help yourself, while I don't call that karma, I call that karmic experience. You're supposed to operate out of reciprocity. When you're creating experiences that already have an imbalance, the energy from that imbalance will want justification because it is energy. And energy just wants to be used. So either that person who's up there is going to end up getting extra energy, and if they're smart enough, they'll know how to use it, or that motherfucker that's down there doesn't know how to use energy. That energy is going to keep on pushing them further down because it just wants them to raise themselves up. This is where it should have been. This is where it was. The distance only wants equality. But the energy ain't your friend. It just says use me. If you're using yourself, if you're using the ideology of what already got you in separation, you'll never learn to hold yourself together. And you'll fight like crabs in a barrel to keep pulling yourself apart. Oh, and you'll keep voting for new masters. Oops, that ain't gonna change. Wholeness, motherfuckers. Or separation. It's a choice.